Repeated horn honking aimed at your psyche, meant to cause crazy making, is an elaborate plot to make you crash out. They want to see you crash out and act a damn fool because they want to continue to just poke. They want to continue to aim attacks at your mind, but it's only going to result in them just wasting their precious time. They're going to waste a lot of time trying to do things to try and bother you. It may seem overwhelming. It's a lot when you have to be around people that do things to make you act a certain way. And horn honking is something that after a while, it will cause you to lose it because it's something you have no control, once again, over what others are doing. And it's like they're taunting you. It's like they're teasing you. It's like they're playing with you some kind of way. It's like they're doing something that you know is aimed at you and you have no control over stopping it. And that can make a person want to handle that situation themselves. But you're gonna have to pay it no mind. They're honking their horn because they want your attention. They know that you guys either live in the same area or live in the same place, and it's them letting you know that they're back, them letting you know they're in the area, them trying to take your attention off yourself and to put it on them. What they want to accomplish by that is by basically having an effect on you as if because they're around, you feel some type of stress or you feel some type of way by their presence. When in all actuality, that's the way they feel towards you. They're the one who has a problem when they're in your presence. So you know they're going to have to try to cause you to have one in theirs. So they do things like honking horns, and it's to try to make you lose your mind. They want to do something to where eventually you'll say, you know what, I've had enough. They want you to crash out over it so that way they can make you out to be a bad person, and the good person that you are, they could prove that that's not who you are. Because you're a good person. They watch you, see how you move, see how you behave. Oh, this person just stays to themselves. They don't say anything to anybody, really, except hello or hi. Now, anyway. Before, we didn't say nothing. Now we could say a little hi or a little hello and just stay on the flow, stay on the go. But those horn honks, when they all participate in it, don't lose your mind over that. You may have someone outside your apartment, someone outside your home, and it happens repeatedly. It happens over and over and over again. And they all do it. And they do it excessively. And it just comes to a point to where you notice certain things, and you notice when certain things happen, how certain things happen, how excessive it is. It's not just that they have to lock something. They gotta lock it to the horn honk. And you'll see that they'll use these things against you. How many times have you been out and as soon as you get near someone's car, they let it go off? That's what they did at my previous job. They let the horn go off. I'd be standing near their car because I was in front of a parking lot, not just because I was trying to be near their car, but they would honk their horn before they came out as to like let me know to move from their car, like I wanted to be near it in the first place. Their car was not special. Some of those people had some really nice cars, but they weren't special. So it's nothing that made it special. Even if it was special, it's not that special as if it's mine. Like I would want to stand there and protect it. I don't mind moving from in front of your vehicle. People are entitled. People feel some type of way. So this is also something that they do because you pay attention to yourself. It's something that they do because they know you're focused on you. They know you're focused on your life from what they see or from what they could pick up or from what they understand, because they pay a lot of attention to you. So whatever it is that you do, they have an idea. They may not have an idea what you do totally, but they know you're into something. They know something's got your attention. They know you're preoccupied by something, even if it's just living your life. They want to disturb that, and they want you to constantly be aware of their presence while you're trying to live your life. While you're just chilling and trying to enjoy you and experience a good time, they want to say, hey, I'm here. That person that tries to bother you, the person that gets on your nerves, the narc, the energy vampire, hey, we're here. They sound like Skeeter out there, sound like an episode of Doug or something. But even that right there goes to show you that you have a lot of strength, you have a lot of power for people to do these things. And you would think that no one would really care about you like that. Who would put that much an effort into one person? People don't have to know you. People don't have to know you for long. You don't even have to have been around them for long. It's an energy thing. It's something that people notice. It's something people pick up on. And once they see that you're different and you're not like everybody else, it is a cause or a reason for you to be targeted and for them to come up against you, for them to aim pettiness and aim certain things your way, because it's something that they want to do to you, because it's a way that they feel towards you. They feel some type of way towards you, so they're going to do things that are aimed at you to try to upset you, to try to frustrate you, try to make you mad. And it's what they feel they have to do. It's what they see they have to do, because it's like they feel cheated. They can't. It's something that they feel they can't do. So what results with that? You have a brother, two brothers. One's playing the video game. One can't play the video game. What happens when the one wants to play the video game and feels that he can't because the other one is playing? He might get upset, might throw a temper tantrum, might whine, might complain, might be mad and angry. But that's a child though. So what they're going to do, because they're adult children, they're going to act like that in ways of taking it out on you. They may not show the upset. They may not show how upset they are, because they are very good at managing their character and how people perceive them. All right, they're very skilled and very masterful in manipulating people and how they're viewed. That's their greatest attribute. They know how to manipulate others so that way they're able to be viewed a certain way, all the while being a bad, toxic person. That's how they slip beneath the cracks and and stay under the radar. Even though they stay under the radar, but they stay evil. So they're able to stay under the radar because people aren't able to pick up. They know who to be nice to, and they know how to maintain relationships with them and manipulate them and fool them into not being able to see their dark side. So that way, when you go to the person who's supposedly neutral And hey, you know this person is blah blah. I don't see that. What are you talking about? They only know them as the person that they've shown them to. They haven't shown that other side to them. That person doesn't intimidate them like that. There's no reason for this person to have any beef with them. This person hasn't offended them or upset them in any way. But you unknowingly have this person who is doing this in a frenzy. You have them in a funk, especially if they have to be around you a lot, especially if they have to see you a lot, especially if this person has to be around you every day. And if they don't really feel the most positive energy towards you, there's probably going to be some beef between the two of y'all. And the hard part is about when people have beef with you. The hard part is to try to not have beef with them. That's like the hardest part. People have beef with you, and you have to change you. You may not even be ready for these changes yet. Who's to say you gotta not be mad at somebody? But you have people that will try you and want to bother you and get on your nerves. So you have to find ways to not get upset. You have to find ways to not get upset over this craziness that they want to involve you in. Horn honking and all types of other corny flaggy stuff. All right, we don't take no parts in none of that weird stuff, yo. Well, we don't take no parts in none of that weird stuff. That the behavior, like who would want to waste their time doing that? They have a anger unbeknownst to us, like the level of anger that they have. Like you don't want no parts of that. That's why you get so mad when you're trying to understand why they won't stop, or that's why you get so mad at first when you're trying to figure it out before you realize there's nothing to figure out except how to figure out how to deal with yourself. That's the only thing, and I think some people miss that because that's the whole premise of my videos. I know I talk about them, but it's all about us. I know it's they, and them, but it's all about us. I describe them, I talk about them only to get you to become aware of how to deal with it and how to deal with yourself when you're dealing with them and the things that they do. So that way you'll know how to maintain a level of peace. Because if they can get you to be angry, they can have control over you, and who knows what can happen at that point. That's when you start to have doubt, and that's when you start to worry because you don't know how you're going to react. And you don't know what could happen. And then that's how you have fear of being put in jail, and fear of getting in trouble, and fear of crashing out, and all these things. When it doesn't have to be a fear, it could be something that you know you won't do, because you know it's something that you don't do. Because you know yourself, you know how you get when certain things happen and what you need to do when certain things happen. When you start to feel like something is bothering you, you have to find a way to calm down. If you're early in this and you're trying everything and it feels like you can't figure out a way, leave the area. Go out into the woods, take a bus somewhere, go to the beach, go to a movie you know nobody's gonna go to. Bring your phone with you and make sure it's charged, because they may follow you there. You may have to record them. You may end up having to take care of that situation. All right, always make sure you know you're able to protect yourself. Sometimes people will follow you. Sometimes people will go the extra length of pursuing you. I've had people follow me when I went out with females and stuff. I go somewhere, girls show up. I go somewhere, the same car that was at the hotel where I was living at the time is now at the place where I'm chilling at with my friend. They want you to bring the attention of these things to your friends, your family, so that way you'll wear them down and you'll end up losing them. You only should talk about this with people who are experiencing it, or who understand, or who know about it, or a therapist or somebody, or your main man Druuill, and book a session with me today. Talking about these things with other people is what they want you to do, so that way you'll lose your friends. That's something that I stopped doing. I know I have this channel. If anyone that I know is intrigued about it, they'll just talk to me about it or bring it up, because most likely they've seen it on a video of mine or something. But I do my best to not bring it up around people. And I'm getting better at that, because when something's happening to you, it's like, yo, you wanna, but I'm learning to just save it for learning experiences for the sake of my videos. And I'm learning to just, if I'm not dealing with that, or if someone's not dealing with that, to not talk to them about it. So that way I can keep my mind off of it. I'm not keeping it going in my experience. Like, we're learning from this. This is different. Continuously going on about something and perpetuating it in your experience is a different thing. We're talking about this, and we're also talking about changing our mind and thinking different and behaving different and acting different. We're talking about these things for the purpose of changing ourselves. That's the only reason why we're bringing light to these kinds of things in the first place. It's for self-transformation, self-embetterment, our embetterment, your embetterment. Because I know you want to be better than somebody that is upset all the time over what other people do. I know you don't want that. Nobody wants that. That's hell. So they'll honk the horn and do things like that. It's to let you know that, hey, we're here. Hey, we're the people that continue to do this to you. Hey, you're supposed to be upset or bothered over this. Hey, remember us. Don't forget us. Hey, we know you're in there focused on yourself. You better be in there thinking about us. When enough people do that, it starts to make you feel some type of way. And it's just like, it's annoying at first. It gets on your nerves, but it's something that you'll eventually let go, just like everything else. You don't have to crash out over somebody honking a horn. You don't have to crash out over anything that they do. So if they're honking horns, they might do this when you walk past their car. Don't say nothing to them. All right, don't say nothing to them. You have to remember to take a deep breath. You may feel like you want to say something to them. Just keep your mouth closed, bite your tongue, and take a deep breath. The more you practice this, the easier it's going to get. Try not to walk near cars and parking lots. Walk on the sidewalk. If you're in your home and they're coming home at a certain time, if you can, get strategic. See what time people come back, wear headphones. Or just when you're in your place, have some headphones on or have some music on. But if you can, see what time people arrive, see what time people go, put headphones on. Anything that you can do to prevent having to hear it. But like that's if it bothers you and you're unable to be unbothered by it. But then there are some people that they could just be unbothered by it. Some people could just turn off their mind to it and act like they didn't even hear it. or they could just turn their mind off of it immediately right after it happens. But don't feel that there's anything wrong with you. It's just another thing that they do. It's another thing that they do. They have a lot of weird things that they do to try to get in your head, and that's just another one of them. And they do these things repeatedly to try to wear a person down and make a person slowly but surely start to doubt themselves and start to think that what they're experiencing isn't what they're experiencing. When you start to think that you're experiencing something that you're not, you start to not be able to tell what's real and what's not kinda in your reality. Are they doing that? Are they not? And they are. So, and on top of that, if you don't breathe, or if you don't find a way to relieve stress when these things happen, something as light as that or as small as that can be adding stress to you without your awareness of it. It could just be something that makes you angry, but it's so minuscule over a period, you just don't realize it until you really start to get mad. So even when you're not as upset over these things, take some deep breaths. Meditation really plays a large part in benefiting you when you have people playing games with you like this. It keeps you in control. It keeps you at peace. It keeps you as the one who has the most power in the situation. You're not giving your power to anybody when you choose to control your mind. When you choose to get into a relaxed state, when you choose to tap into your higher self, overtaking that time and that moment to give in to what someone else is doing, you're leveling up. You're becoming a stronger person, and that's what they want. The opposite. They want the opposite of that to happen. They don't want you to become a strong person. They want to try to weaken you with these things, and they want you to think that you're weak. They want you to think that it's because you're a bad person. They want you to think because it's because you've done something wrong, or there's something wrong with you. And these are things that make people stay away from others, ostracize themselves, seclude themselves. These are things that make you paranoid of other people. It could just be somebody locking their car, and you at the store, and now somebody just randomly did that. Now you think they're one of them. This type of behavior, you have to be a strong person to be able to get out of it, because some people end up getting stuck in it. Some people end up getting caught in it, and they never end up not thinking that it's something that will stop. It doesn't have to stop, but it's like it's something that you stop within yourself. You don't have to stop them. You stop you. You stop yourself from behaving the way that they want, and that way they lose. So even though this horn honking stuff, it can really get on your nerves, especially when you don't want it to happen and it's something that happens. You have to accept the fact that, once again, it's something you have no control over. It's something that they're doing to try to get to you. Any way you feel about it, breathe it out. Go for a walk. If you have to, leave the place. Don't sit there and be upset or be frustrated. Do your best to not let them see you angry or mad, or don't let them hear you or anything like that. Continue to work towards a place where you can find some peace in your mind, and that way you can stay calm and you're not getting mad. and you remain unbothered. All right. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this video helps. Like the rest of them. Smash the like button. Smash the share button. Those of you who are dealing with these kinds of things, stay strong like you already are. And know that these types of things don't have as much power over you as you think, but they only have as much power over you as you feel. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. Keep putting up the good fight. We out.